Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
So, I think our neighbors are lumberjacking or doing something with a sawmill or something. It sounds like it.
Sounds like it. When we were coming back from David's, I did see a commercial grade sawmill over there with a whole bunch of heavy equipment. So,
Yeah, it's kind of far away. It's not super close, but the noise and whatnot carries through these hills. So, I mean, I could hear something going on. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it now that we got our fancy dancy microphones.
somebody's getting it out there in the woods.
Yeah, they're getting it. Speaking of getting it, this weekend, we got it, man. We definitely got it. We put it in over at David Come On Mountain, Come On Homesteading. We put it in over at his place. And man, if you guys have not seen that video yet, bruh, it was a very, very good one. Definitely explains why we're dragging booty.
Yes. Well, there was a lot of big trees.
Oh my
And
gosh,
there were
some of them are huge.
They were the biggest ones yet that we've cut. So,
I'm talking like I'm giving it a tree hug and it's like definitely can't touch my fingers, but like at least a foot or so in between my finger span.
they're big.
And they were some big boys.
Made me have to come out it far away and then come in, and also on the other cut where I was like, all right, I'm going to cut this way first just so I know it's straight and even. But yeah, it was interesting. It was very, very interesting on that.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. We had a great time. We were laughing and hee-hawing and just having a good old time.
When you have good people to work with, it makes the work not so much work.
Yes.
It makes it more fun. Granted, I mean, like our bodies, they definitely know it was work. But our minds, we were laughing and having a good time and joking around. And, there'd be times where we have to be super focused and serious. But it's like we all worked very good in a rhythm with each other where you and David know like what you guys are doing and where you guys need to be at. I know where I need to be at and where I need to jump in and jump out and my strong suits and stuff. I know how to work all of that, and the three of us, we work very well together with all of that. So it's not as much work as it is just friends hanging out and getting stuff done.
Yep.
So that's always a good thing. That's always a very good thing. After the weekend, after that day, we came back for the weekend. We were here at our house, and we definitely put in some more work on our own place too.
Yeah, we got quite a bit done. You guys will be seeing that today.
Yeah, today it's already uploaded and ready to go. I just have to set it to be live for you guys. I think I'm gonna set it for 2 o'clock.
I wanted to get more done, but we sort of ran out of wire.
Yeah. Hence the reason why we have to go to the store today.
Yep.
You know what? It's all right.
It's all good.
I ran out of milk anyway, too. You should see the amount of milk that we go through each week with the kids. I go through at least it's almost a gallon a day. It's a lot of milk. It's a lot of milk.
I don't understand it. I don't drink any milk whatsoever. So
I drink milk, like an actual glass of milk for dinner. The kids like to have milk at dinner as well. Plus, they usually will have cereal in the mornings, and I use milk for cooking and stuff like that too. We use a lot of milk. We just do.
I hardly drink any milk at all. The only time is when I get, this once in a blue moon, hair up my butt or whatever, and I just want a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I like cereal.
Every now and then it's just like, yeah, I want some cereal.
I like cereal. I really like the Magic Spoon cereal. It's super good for you. Gary and I have been on a kind of just the last couple weeks, we've been more on a health kick. We've been trying to take better care of ourselves because we got a little sloppy this summer and, convenience, right? So yeah, I've been snacking up on my Magic Spoon. I still have some of that left. And then recently we've changed from drinking coffee over to the green drink, which is the AG1 Athletic Greens. We've been trying that out. And man, it's definitely helping. I've always one that loves to have coffee in the morning, and I still love coffee, and I still love the taste of coffee. But and it's not that it's unhealthy or anything, it's just that I need to take the vitamins and stuff,
Yeah.
And it's like finding, if I don't do it first thing in the morning, it's like I'm probably going to procrastinate. So,
Yep.
you know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I might make us some coffee later, but because I'm like a whole pot a day drinker. Like I could drink a whole pot of coffee by myself every day. So I just need to curb the caffeine a little bit.
I think honestly a lot of it comes down to the acidicness of the coffee, which it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
but I drink mine with lots of sugar and heavy cream and all that, so I mean it can't necessarily be the best thing for you.
No, that doesn't help, but
yeah. But no, we've been substituting. We've been trying to get better a little bit.
Trying not to break the habit of it, making it a habit of dependency.
Right.
And trying to not be so dependent on it.
Exactly. Anthony and Roxanne a while ago, they did keto, and I'm interested in looking into that because I've never done it before. And it's not for me, it wouldn't be for weight loss. It would be just to like start my my body again, because I've been feeling really sluggish lately. I just haven't really been feeling like myself. And so I'm like, I need to fix this. I need to figure something out. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe I'll do some of that. But I think by just changing some of our daily habits, instead of having coffee, having the green drink, and just eating healthier, making more conscious choices, I think that'll help me from feeling so sluggish.
I feel like that will help no matter what.
Yeah.
You're drinking a lot more water now.
I am.
And I'm super thankful and happy about that.
Yeah.
Because that's been an ongoing battle with me and her for a long time from Arizona.
Because I drink a lot of coffee, right? But it dehydrates you, and it's a stupid lose-lose thing,
Yeah. And in the desert, you didn't really sweat too much,
No.
But you did, and you really needed to drink the water in the desert, but you still didn't.
And
then here, you sweat a lot.
That's why I'm drinking it.
And now you're like, okay, all this water is leaving my body. I sort of need to replenish it.
Exactly. I could visibly see, time for replenishment. Yeah, for sure.
No.
For sure. It's crazy the different landscapes, how they affect your body, just the different climates,
Yes.
Going from the desert to the forest and whatnot, and it definitely changes.
It really does. Like, I've noticed that I've actually, talking about drinking water, I need to start drinking more water on a regular basis.
Yeah, Gary, why aren't you drinking more water, babe?
I think it's because I came from the desert aspect, and it's like,
I finally have something to poke you over.
I know. Now it's reversed.
Yeah, now I could poke Gary and be like, drink your water.
But
no.
I don't know. I think it's a lot to do with that aspect. Like, you can actually visually see that you're losing water, so you need to intake it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, I feel all right. I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm having heat exhaustion almost like how it was in the desert.
And I'm like, drink up.
I'm like, I don't feel like I'm baking in an oven, so.
Well, what I do is every time that I go and refill my watering can, I refill Gary's, and then I just hand it to him, and I'm like, okay, it's time. I refilled it. Get after it. And he's like,
man, when we were over at David's, we drank both of our the water
big old
cans.
Canisters, yeah.
And I was still thirsty.
I know. Because we were putting it in. Because we were really putting it in. I tell you what.
Like, your body tells you when you need water. So,
yeah.
I obviously drink it, but at the same time, it's like, I've noticed that I haven't drinking as much since we've been here. I've been drinking more sodas.
Well, don't do that.
And just, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got to get you healthier too. Both of us. I need
to knock off the sodas.
Yeah. Well, one thing at a time. You're down to the NAs now. You're not drinking really beer.
No.
So, you drink beer, but it's non-alcoholic beer. It's just for the flavor.
Yep.
So, one thing at a time. Don't push yourself. If you want to drink soda, be my guest. I'm just saying. We're good. We're good. But we should substitute some of those for some water.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Just to help you out, for sure.
Yeah. Everybody can be healthier, and everybody can try to make a conscious decision.
Yeah.
It's
kind of the mode that we're in right now. We're trying. I don't know how long it's going to stick. Hopefully it'll stick and we'll actually make some real habit changes, you know?
I'm hoping.
All we can
I
do
don't
is
like
try.
being sluggish.
I hate being sluggish, and that's how I feel. Like I'm just
And
been tired.
not having coffee for the last couple of days, I still feel sluggish right now. I can totally go for a cup of coffee.
Well, we can have coffee. We don't have to go cold turkey.
No, I know.
But you know, I do like the fact that we wake up in the morning and instead of have coffee first thing, we're drinking the green drink.
No, I hear
And
you.
then maybe when we come back from dropping off the kids, then we can have our coffee because we already got all of our vitamins.
No, I know. But you know me and you. If there's a pot of coffee brewed,
Yeah,
that pot of coffee is going to get drained.
I won't brew it until after we come back. That's the thing. You know how I usually set it up on the timer and then it's
No, I know,
automatically
but
done?
if we're drinking the whole pot of coffee, then it's sort of defeating the purpose.
No, we won't drink the whole pot. We won't drink the whole pot, and I won't even schedule it to brew until we get back.
Do we still have that little coffee pot?
The little one? No, that one broke when we first moved out here. The one that was like a 2-cupper or whatever, 4-cupper.
We just need to get out the French press.
That's what we need to do. We need to work for our coffee. You want it, you got to work for it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it to where you're not drinking the whole pot. Like, if you only have 1 cup, I end up drinking the rest of the coffee. And now I'm all freaking
jazzed up.
Geeked out off of coffee. Like, those same verses for you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it definitely dehydrates you like no tomorrow.
For sure.
Especially while working. But, I don't know.
There's a lot of birds out right now. Sorry to change gears, but like, I don't know. You guys probably can't hear it again because we got these mics going on now, but there's a lot of birds out right now. I'm just staring off into the forest and there's a ton of them.
I can't see them.
Well, there's the little like brownish ones you see where the cedar is. You see that cedar?
I see the cedar, but
so
I don't
it's like, well, it's up there in that behind that tree. It's where it hopped just. And then there's the red cardinals.
No.
Sorry guys, my alarm went off and that kind of cut us off again. We were just marveling at the birds. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, another thing came to mind that I wanted to bring up and talk to you guys about. Man, who is keeping up with Drew's Lens and all his travels right now? I am.
He is getting it, man.
Oh man, he's going to so many beautiful places. His last video was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I've never been down to Yellowstone. I've never been able to go down there and see it. I've seen it on, you know, National Geographic, and I've seen it in history books or geology books or whatever.
I definitely want to go back up there.
Yeah. I've never been. I've never seen it in person, and it looks gorgeous.
It is absolutely gorgeous. The only time I remember going was when I was like 9 or 8.
Yeah.
Oh, it was little. You know.
Yeah,
so
you know, it's different experience.
Yeah, I was Scarlett and Julia's age, you know, in a sense. But I remember the trees, and I remember the landscape, and I remember how beautiful it was. I was like, wow.
He has been getting some of the most amazing, like, wildlife and nature and just everything along his trip, guys. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. I don't even know what else to say besides like, wow, man, he's really just been getting it. He's been at the right place at the right time to capture all of these beautiful things. And I don't want to spill too many beans, but because I want you guys to go over to his channel.
He's getting all those little hidden gems that most people do not see or get because they're on the main freeways.
Yeah.
And he's taking the Route 66 as much as he can, you know. I mean, there's some spots where it doesn't really connect anymore.
Yeah.
You know, or they stop maintaining it and then it's just quicker just to hit the freeway and go around. But
and it's been really cool too, like along his whole, going and seeing all these national parks and all these hiking and all these places and stuff, right? He's been able to stop by and see a bunch of other YouTubers. And that's been a really crazy, fun, cool, like, just a great part of his trip is being able for him to see and meet some more of these people, which I think is just amazing. Our country is so big, and there's so many of us throughout this country. I think that it's just absolutely amazing that he's been able to make this trip and stop and see so many people. So everybody that has hosted our good buddy Drew, if you guys ever come across this video, Thank you so much for taking good care of Drew and keeping him safe along his journey. He'll hopefully be returning back this way. I'm sure Lindsay is just like, can't wait for him to come back. She's probably just like, when? When?
But
we're going to have a big fiesta for him when he returns.
Yes.
For sure.
That's awesome. Yellowstone is probably one of my favorite freaking places of all times.
Yeah.
Because of just how vast it is.
Yeah.
And
I've never been. I've only seen
covers,
it. You know?
It covers 3 states. Like, I mean, that's
I've only seen
huge.
Pictures.
But yeah, no.
I've only seen the pictures, but I know that area. Like, remember when me and you, we were looking for land and we were like, maybe we're going to end up in...
You did go, you did see a little bit up in Montana.
Well, we never went into the park, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never like went into Yellowstone Park. We might have drove by it, but we never went in it.
Yeah. We were in a crunch time.
Yeah, Montana. Oh gosh, Montana is so beautiful. So beautiful. That was a close second. But then I figured out how cold it gets in the winter and I was like, I can't hang.
She thought I was lying all these years.
This desert girl is not going to be able to hang with that.
So baby, no. You don't understand.
So Arkansas was a great compromise, right? Because it's beautiful and it's very similar. The trees, I will say, are not as thick around as what they are over on the Pacific Northwest, but they are tall and they are green, and you still have that same type of feel, right? Yep. But it doesn't get as cold over here, so
yeah, you're not getting that
weather,
-80 wind chill.
Yeah, no thanks.
Like,
this desert girl can't hang, and you know what? Props to all of you guys that can do it. I just wasn't built that way. I just was not built that way.
I was trying to explain it to her so many times when like she was like, let's just go to Alaska. Let's go to here. Let's go there. I'm like, babe, I don't think you understand how cold it gets in the snow.
I still want to travel and go check places out.
I would love to go and check it out even during that time. I don't care, you know.
No,
that
this
would be
is
fun.
home, though. This is where I'm going to stay until I become a ghost and can haunt it.
Yeah. I remember Idaho Falls, Idaho getting super cold, and it wasn't no -80 wind chill, but like, dude, no, like it was freezing cold to a point where it's like, yeah, everybody's hunkered down, power goes out, everybody's around the fireplace, like.
I will say this about the cold: you can always put more layers on when it gets so friggin' hot out here, to where you're just like melting and you're already practically naked and you're still just like so roasting. That's misery. And on the flip side, you know, if it gets so freezing, you know, I've felt the bitter cold. You just have to have the right gear. You know, you just have to have the right undergarments.
If you're not prepared for it, man, it's gonna eat you up.
But the thing is they do sell the right gear, so life shouldn't be so bad, you know.
Well, no,
on the flip side, so I don't know.
But at the same time, with those wind chill, like you're talking head to toe.
Yeah.
Like if you don't cover your nose, you're gonna have, you know, frostbite biting at your nose. Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Or whatever. Yeah. You'll have freaking, what is that called? The black. I forget what that. I'm having a brain fart on it.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. It's not.
It's when it kills frostbite.
Yeah. Frostbite.
Yep.
Isn't there another word for it though too? When it turns.
When it turns black, like all your cells and everything is dead at that point. So
that doesn't sound very fun. That does not sound very fun at all.
Got to take chunks. Like I've seen people take their chunks out of their nose and get it fixed or whatever.
That's terrible. It's terrible. My heart goes out to them. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's cold.
Yeah.
The cold's no. The heat's no bueno. You know, I mean. You got to find that nice even spot. Nobody can live in Hawaii, you know, because it's just so far away.
Oh, there's lots of people that live in Hawaii. What are you talking about?
What I mean is, like, it's hard for people to just grab and go, in a sense. Like,
to pick up and move to Hawaii.
Imagine shipping a car, shipping, you know,
that's
all your stuff.
That's only an island, and they have a lot of people there that have, you know, their family has been there for generation and generation. They probably don't want a whole lot more people moving there. They're probably like, we're full.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Maybe not, though. I don't know. They got that aloha spirit.
Yeah, but that's where it's like people are like, oh, let's go to Cali then, because it's they find that nice even. I know
that's loud in the microphone.
That nice even temperature, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
California does have a very nice even temperature. I will say it does get cold in the winter.
It does get cold out there,
and depending on if you're more northern or southern will depend on how cold it gets. The more northern you are, the colder it gets, obviously. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, Southern California never really sees snow, but Northern California, it's normal to see snow. So it depends on the
it's a
part.
huge state.
We were from the Bay Area when I grew up, so that's like the middle, and you get pretty much the middle. It was like,
You dang Californians.
yeah. I was a kid, all right? California was a lot different in the 70s and 80s, 90s.
I get the poke. It's funny.
It's all right. Potato boy.
I would rather be a potato boy.
True. Hey, that's all right. I'm an Arkansan.
Yes.
Not an Arkansan. Arkansan. I'm an Arkansan. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Arkansan.
I don't know.
No, it's really Arkansan, but I claim my own way. Arkansan.
Arkansas.
Now that's a real potato boy saying right there.
Hey, man. We were sawing it this weekend.
Yeah, we were. We sure were. Well, we got to go, guys. My alarm went off a little while ago, and that means I got to do a few things. But we also, we got to get putting it in around here because we've put a lot of pressure on ourselves of what we want to accomplish this week. And I'm really confident that we can. Like,
We got a lot to do.
We can. We just have to stay focused, and we just have to just do it, you know? And having Abraham be gone this week at school is going to make it a little bit easier for us to make it possible. Yeah. So we got to do it.
There ain't nothing but to do it.
Yeah.
So let's get it.
Yeah, so we're going to get it. So stay tuned for a video on Simple Life Reclaimed later on today. I should have it up. It's already uploaded. I think it's set to go live around 2 o'clock. I'm not for sure. But stay tuned for that. If you guys have not gone over to our good friends Drew's Lens, please go over and hang out and subscribe. He is on an epic journey right now. And you guys are going to love all of his travel vlogs. He's traveling in a 71 Volkswagen bus. Oh. So it's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's making all the stops along the way. You guys are going to love his journey. So I just wanted to give him a quick shout out and let you guys know what to expect for us. In the meantime, we will see you guys back here on Real Talk with SLR tomorrow. Hopefully I won't have my days all mixed around this week and we can get her good. So, but we're getting out of here. Yep. Until the next one, guys, we love y'all. We hope you have a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.